Hello. We are live. Aaron, I think I need you to open this.
Hello.
No one's in our live yet. It's okay. Someone will come. We just got food, so we're like just getting started. We're just gonna eat and hang out because we're celebrating 200K subs. 200K. I never thought I would get there. Did you ever think I would get to 200K, Byron?
No.
No?
Actually, yeah. Actually, I did.
Way to believe in me. Just kidding. He always believes in me. Anyway, what did you buy?
Got eggs, French toast, bacon.
French toast? Oh, we should give Preston some. So sorry, there's like Preston's watching TV in the background because we can't do this otherwise. So the TV's babysitting him, and you guys can put. I've never done this actually. I've never gone live on YouTube. This is my first time. So you can put messages in the chat, and then I'll say hi. I think. I mean, that's how it usually works, right? See? Hi, Usama. Hello. All right. This looks so good. We have bacon, eggs, a lot of potatoes. And then we're going to pop the champagne. So we're doing mimosas. Whoa. Ooh. That looks good. Thank you.
Wow. Let's say the.
Can you open it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. This bacon looks really good. So I asked you guys some questions, but I guess I'll just should I start there? I asked on Instagram. If you guys have questions, we'll hit those up first. Like, some people asked me about cavities. Some people asked about our relationship. Oh, thanks. Get you a husband that gets you French. Mimosa time! That opening always freaks me out. Oh, I thought you were opening it there. Oh my God. Preston was like, all right, let's do it. I really love mimosa brunch. I haven't had mimosas in so long. You guys, we've been so messed up. Like, we've been trying to do this live for a few weeks, but we were sick, like, nonstop. Well, not all of us, but like Preston was sick. He was like throwing up, and then we were sick, sort of. We had like a stomach issue, and finally we are back on track. It's Kirkland. Kirkland's pretty good. And I only like a splash in mine. Very little. Here, Preston. Oh, no. Here. Have some bacon. Please introduce yourselves if you're in here and let me know where you're from. Oh, Preston really likes the bacon. Of course.
You're supposed to show the food.
Oh, should I angle this so you can see our food? Let me put this farther back. I feel like we're just like live noobs. Let me put it even farther back. Here's. You want coffee?
No, thank you.
How's that? Okay, I think that's better. Oh. Although I do feel like you guys are really far away now. All right, Byron. Cheers.
Cheers. Congratulations.
Hey, no, congratulations.
Okay.
Behind every YouTuber is a husband that does not want to show up in the videos.
Nope. At least I get to eat.
He's a good sport, though. It's funny because, like, some people think. I feel like it would be so much easier if he really wanted to be like an influencer or something. But he just like wants to hide and he just wants to eat bacon and just not be in the videos. But he's so good at dancing. I don't know if you guys have seen the dancing videos that he does that I make him do.
It takes a long time because I don't know how to dance.
No, you're way better than me. I'm really bad at dancing. You don't have to be good at dancing to try, you know? Sky Taps. Hi. Hi, Sky Taps. Anyways, let me eat some of this.
Yeah, it's really good.
Why? Did you eat it already?
Oh, no. I had the bacon. That was really
Put
good.
this off the screen.
Okay.
Oh. Here's a napkin for you. All right, so I'll go through some questions from Instagram.
Okay. What are we
Do you want to start with a hard one or an easy one?
How many
Byron?
questions do you have?
Oh, it's from yesterday, so I have to go into my archives. But there's a couple. Some of them are hard. Some of them are easier.
Okay.
You want a hard one?
Sure.
How much money do you make?
Not enough.
Hey, John. I went to dental school with John. I threw up all over John.
Yeah.
And his wife is Anna the nurse. Thanks, John. Yay.
How much money do I make?
Nisha. Hi, Nisha. Oh, yeah. Let them know. Just kidding.
I don't make enough. That's
how we feel.
Uh,
I feel like that's a hard question.
is it?
I think so.
Okay. Next.
Hi, Preston. Here's a potato.
Say hi. Here.
Let me bring Preston up for a second. Hi! The star of the show.
Oh, you don't want that?
Oh, he doesn't
Just
like
put it back. Okay. Do
Okay.
you want bacon?
Ooh, how about strawberry? Oh. Preston is so picky. He's just like,
Why do people want to know how much I make?
I think they're like credence. They want to know kind of what to expect. So Byron how much we make depends on how much we produce. So it's like not an easy question.
Yeah.
Like it varies a lot per month.
Maybe they want to know how do doctors and PDS make money?
Oh, so yeah, how you make money differently than I do.
I make money by the production I make, which is based on the work I do.
Louder. I always have to caption Byron because he just talks so lightly.
And then if the office is profitable, I'll make a profit check. And that's how I make my money.
Yeah. Basically what he's saying is he gets like a percentage of how much he produces, but also at the end of the year, he gets a percentage of how well the entire office did because he's an owner.
Yes.
That's how you say it, right?
Yes.
Did I say it right?
You said it correct.
Yes, and then for me, I pay myself very, very tiny.
Yes.
And then, yeah, that's a CPA question. Ha! But it's one of the perks of owning your own business because everything's like a write-off stuff. Anyway, I think that was the hardest question.
Really?
Yeah,
That was a softball.
that was softball.
I didn't think
Okay.
that was ours.
Someone said tips for finding your first job as a dentist after dental school, which that's a good question for you. You have to interview a lot of new dentists. Yes.
What's the
Tips for finding like what do you look for when you interview new dentists? Because like a lot of dentists, I think, especially the ones that graduated during the pandemic, they don't have necessarily as many like things that they've done. Like I think Byron has interviewed people that have never done like they graduated without doing like a root canal or a bridge or like anything.
Honestly, the first thing I look for is experience. I want someone that's actually
They don't have experience though. You mean like experience in school?
Then they have to have a good attitude.
Yeah.
And they have to get that they don't have a lot of experience. So they have to be okay with my coaching, or I don't even know if it's called coaching.
You're pretty.
They have to be okay
hands-offish.
with my direction.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just for like a new dentist. That's what I would prefer to find someone that has some experience.
Yeah.
But if they're new, they have to be open to my direction and have a good attitude. I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's it?
That's it. I mean, there's not much else to look for. How else do I decide who's a good dentist or not when they just graduated? There's no way to know.
Yeah, I think when you're a new dentist, it's hard. So like, I don't hire, I mean, I had an associate for like 5 years and she recently left to go full-time at her other job. So I like was thinking about whether I should hire another associate. But the thing is like, it's so hard for me because people don't have a lot of experience coming out these days. And I need someone who's super, super independent because they're going to work on a day without me there.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't hired in a long time. I can't really answer this question. But I have to imagine there has to be like some sort of like what do you call it? Like spunk, like you really want to work. You really want to like some ambition behind it. Like aren't you looking for someone who has like a little bit of ambition?
I don't know how to evaluate that. I've had doctors who come from good backgrounds.
What's a good background?
Like just don't have like their school paid for or they have had that school paid for.
Oh, you mean like the financial burden is gone for them?
You don't really have any financial burdens, and they've been hungry too. They've been good doctors. I've also had doctors that need to make money right away because they have a bunch of student loans, and I've run the whole gamut of good and bad doctors. I don't even know.
So you don't think you can tell who's hungry?
I can't.
Just by meeting them?
Nope.
I can tell.
I can't.
I can tell.
Okay.
Like I'm not hungry at all. Maybe that's why I can tell.
Honestly, yeah, maybe I'm just bad at it. I just like experience, which means how a dental office should run, and you can work with the team. That's what I care about.
Oh yeah, to me it's really important if they're nice to my people, and not like nobody likes a diva. You gotta be like, what? Because I'm a diva?
No, I think I was a diva when I first came.
Oh yeah.
When I first started.
I think I was super, super like when I first became a dentist, I just went with the flow with everything. Like whatever they gave me, I didn't ask for more. I was just like, I was trying to make things work with whatever they gave me. And in the end, I think that's why, I was successful as an associate because Like if you keep, I don't know, I think I was like easy to work with. Like I would just make things work with whatever I had.
Okay. You're a good associate.
I think I was a really good associate. These days, if I went back, like if I wasn't an owner and I went back and I like worked for someone else, I would think I would be a really bad associate because I'm so spoiled now working for myself.
Really?
Hmm.
I think I'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Because I get the game.
I think so. You're a good workhorse.
I am.
He's like fast. He's fast and speedy. I'm like, I just take my time. I just see one patient at a time. I just talk with them and have fun.
Yeah. So if anyone's hiring, let me know.
Or if ever, anyone's looking for an associate, or if anyone's looking for a job.
If anyone needs a doctor.
Oh, if anyone's hiring an associate, you want to work for them?
If they say that.
You can't do that. What are you going to do with PDS?
I don't know.
Oh,
We'll see.
Byron's being ominous. We'll see what happens with PDS. All right. Somebody asked, does Icon really work for white spots on teeth?
Yes.
Wow.
That is the answer.
Wow.
It works. What? Wait, hey, not that much. It does work.
I do think that Icon works, but it really depends. For me, I feel like there's a limit as to how much it works.
No, it works.
Why are you so confident in Icon?
I'm just saying, every time I've used it, it worked. Like, it's like whitening. It's like, will it whiten your teeth? Yes. Will Icon get rid of white spots? Yes. The extent of how well it works depends on the situation, but it works.
Okay. Well, then, I feel like you should be a spokesperson for DMG.
Well, if they send me free stuff, I'll do it.
I know Icon's really expensive. So I purchased like bulk Icon, and then there's only so many Icon cases I get, you know. I get like sometimes it's like a whole bunch, and then some months 0. So I gave some Icon to Byron, and then Byron's been doing it in his office, and he's been having good results with it.
Well, I took your extra ones, but I've been buying them too.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. I don't.
Dude, just take mine.
I don't want to because they're expensive, but I do.
They are expensive, but I don't want them to go bad.
Yeah, so I'll use it.
Yeah. So I do a lot of Icon, but I usually do it as a combo because I found that it doesn't, like the one, for whatever reason, the ones I get are so deep, the white spot. And even if I do 12 rounds of Icon, it doesn't get rid of the white spot completely. So I always do like a little bit of a bonding procedure afterwards, and that seems to be pretty good. Yeah. Oh my God. I think he smells like poo.
Preston? I don't think he pooped. I don't smell.
Oh, okay, maybe he just smells.
He's been in all weekend. We haven't given him a bath.
We have been just cleaning the house all weekend. Oh, Nisha says, where are your mimosa glasses from? So cute. It's from one of those, it's not a Crate and Barrel, but it's it was at the Brea Mall. They were going out of business, so I went there and I got them on sale because they always use these mimosa glasses in Gossip Girl. And I was like, those look so elegant and like you're rich. So I went and I bought like a whole bunch of them during their what's it called? It's that tapestry. No, they have all those.
I don't know what the place is called.
I can't remember. I don't know what it's called.
Look on Amazon.
I do think that they have this shape on Amazon though. Maybe I'll go find it and I'll link it.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said, how to prepare for the business side of dentistry before practice ownership.
I don't think you can prepare. I mean, you can take classes. I know there's CE courses where you can learn about, I don't think you can learn about the insurances, but you can learn about how to market and how to present treatment to get treatment acceptance.
Byron doesn't do a lot of his own. I mean, Byron
But
works at media.
but
They do a lot of it for you, right?
yeah. But it's hard to. You don't really ever know until you just do it. You just got to do it.
I agree. Like when I took over my practice, I didn't know anything, and I still don't know anything.
Me neither.
And what was the question? How to prepare for the business side of dentistry? So I took over a practice, and this is really bad, but all the other like all the back stuff, like my hygienist, my dental assistant, all that, I can train them because I'm very knowledgeable in the back. But in the front, like insurances and things like that, no clue. I'm very bad at it. And I've been really lucky to have a front desk lady who's been there since the beginning of time, who stayed with me like since I took over this practice. And she's very good at insurance. She makes sure that the estimates are as close as possible. She collects every single dollar. But when she leaves or like she retires or whatever, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm sure that I can figure it out. You know, like it's a thing that I think people should just know is like you'll be able to figure things out. It'll be stressful for a couple of months, but there are resources out there to help you and you can figure these things out. It's definitely easier if you have like a network of friends who are also practice owners because you can just ask each other. And then there's a lot of Facebook forums where you can go and ask these types of questions. And don't be afraid to be like perceived as a noob because I like even 10 years into practice ownership, if that lady leaves, I know that I'm going to hit up the Facebook forums and ask questions and I'll be a noob. Who cares? I don't care. I just don't care about like being perceived as being stupid because I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid, but I'm more than willing to get help from anybody if they are willing to give it to me. Someone said if I work with a dental technician in my cases. Yes. And I think she was asking because I just posted a story where I did my temporaries. And yes, I do get those wax ups done professionally and it's not cheap. So I build the whole design fee into the price of my veneers so that I can always give the patient a nice temporary. I think that is really, really important. And it's a good like stepping stone for them to be able to preview what the finals will look like. Ellie says, in another life, if you didn't become a dentist, what else could you have seen yourself doing?
What's she asking?
I think both of us. What would you do?
Me?
Uh-huh. What would you do?
Been a sports journalist.
What does a sports journalist do?
Someone who writes articles on sports.
Actually, Byron's really good at writing.
No, I'm not good at writing.
I think so.
I'm good at grammar.
Oh, yes. So every time I get something published in like Dentistry Today or whatever, I write it. And I'm very bad at writing. I write the way I talk. So like I write like a Valley girl and I give it to Byron and he has to rewrite the whole thing. He spends all night like rewriting and he's like, you cannot turn this in. This is so bad.
It's not good.
Because I write it like, and you know why you should do this? Because that's the way I talk. And he's like, you cannot write that. And he like redoes the whole thing so that it sounds like a smart person wrote it.
She says, she writes, let me tell you. This is or something.
Do you know why blah blah? Well, let me tell you. That's
Yeah.
how I say it.
Yeah. It's like a script. It's not good.
Byron. Yeah. So like if you're gonna be on YouTube doing videos where you're explaining things, that's sort of like how you say things. But like if you're gonna write an actual piece for a national publication, it's a little different. Anyways, he's really good at writing and stuff like that.
I'm good at grammar.
No, but you are good at writing.
No, I'm not very creative.
Stop, Byron. Oh yeah, I'm creative. He's structural.
Writing is good.
if I were not a dentist, I always said that I would have loved to be a cartoon character voice, like a voice actress. I really, really wanted to be Sailor Mars from Sailor Moon. That was like my dream back in the day. And then more realistically, if I wasn't a dentist, I would still like to be in something in beauty and aesthetics. Not hair, not facials or anything. I think like Botox and fillers is where I would have loved to go, like be a PA or an aesthetic nurse. If I were to go down the doctor, if I were like a doctor of some sort, I recently have become so fascinated by hair plugs.
I need hair too.
And Byron needs hair plugs. So I think that hair plugs are really interesting. I would love to help men with their confidence and give them back their hair. Because I've seen, I'm at this age where all our guy friends are just losing their hair, and that's what they talk about with each other all the time. And it's expensive to get their hair done. And like once you lose your hair, you lose your confidence, like for real.
I guess. I haven't lost my confidence. I
noticed.
Lost my hair.
Well, you want a hat. Now you wear a hat every day.
Well, no, it's because I golf.
Mm-hmm. But what people don't realize is that there's something artistic about hair plugs too. You think like you're just implanting hair into the scalp, but no. If you are doing like a receding hairline, you have to manually place the hair plug so that the hair comes out in a natural way. Whereas like if you're just doing a bald spot here, then you don't have to be artistic with it. But I think that I would have loved that. That would be like my jam. Give people good hair. Men. Or women too. Men, women. I think hair makes such a big difference.
It's an art.
It's an art. So I need to do something that's like artistic of some sort. Okay. Let's see. Here's one.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Girlfriend says, it's Judy. She says, what are your communication styles? And did it change over time? Relationships are so hard.
I don't know what mine is. What is mine?
Communication styles?
Yeah, what's mine? I don't know what mine is.
I don't know if she's asking about love languages or communication styles.
I don't know what's the difference.
Love languages, I'm definitely 100%. Come on. I'm quality time.
Oh, she's quality.
Yeah, Byron knows this. He just was a little thrown off. 100% quality time. Yeah. Like I need to hang out with Byron all the time.
Yep.
I don't let Byron escape me at all. No, I do. But it has to be like on my terms. I want to hang out with Byron all the time. Meanwhile, he doesn't want to hang out with me like ever. He wants to golf all the time. That's what he wants to do. So I've had to learn to let him do his thing because it's kind of selfish of me to want to just hang out with Byron all the time. And he doesn't, I think that I'm a little bit too much for him sometimes. Like,
no, I'm just boring. I'm doing you a favor. By not hanging out with you.
No, boring. I could hang out with you all the time. You just don't want to hang out with me all the time. But it's okay. I think your love language, you have a few.
Do I?
I think so.
Mine is gifts.
I think
my love language is gifts.
I think yours is acts of service and gifts.
Oh, okay.
And what is compliments one?
No, I don't need compliments.
I think that you do actually.
Really?
You like them. You like beam when I give you a compliment.
No, you do.
Like yesterday, Byron made kimchi jjigae, and it was actually really good. But I was like, dude, this is so good. And he was like, is it?
I didn't need your justification. I didn't need your reassurance. I knew it was good.
It was really good. But yeah, see, he's like so happy.
Yes.
In terms of what was the question again? It was like communication styles. I'm super direct. Byron is What's your communication style? I don't think that Byron has a Byron doesn't communicate a lot very well. He's very quiet, and I think that he takes a lot of variability from other people. Like I noticed that you endure a lot from like me or like your friends. However they want to communicate with you, you're like a receiver. You don't think so? And you're a good listener ish. But he's not an active listener either. Like he's always watching TV and listening to you at the same time.
Well, it's your job to hold my attention.
I guess I'm boring.
Yes. No, you're not.
Well, I don't think I'm boring at all. Ooh. Uh-oh. Here.
Okay, go ahead.
Ellie says, is your brunch homemade or did you order it from somewhere? Looks so tasty. Oh, Byron just went to go buy it.
We bought it.
Yeah, we bought it.
Mama's.
We live really close to a restaurant that does really good brunch food, and they make food for like this one entree is for like 2 people, I think, but they make really big portions. That's why we don't eat there a lot, actually, because we don't eat a lot. I don't think as collectively we eat that much food. Me and Byron eat like 1 meal a day. I always eat 1 meal a day. Byron eats like maybe 1 to 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a lot of food. You know who eats the most meals a day? This guy.
Preston, say hi to people. Say hi. Hi.
Say hi.
Say hi.
Preston has been so adorable, and I'm going to tell you guys, the last like couple weeks, Preston has been so hard. I think because he had a stomach thing and he's sick. He was tantruming. He was not easy to be around. Although, no, I mean, he's always easy to be around. He was not easy. He's just not easy to figure out. But the last couple days, he's been so good, so happy. It's been amazing, I have to say. After the last few weeks I've had, it's been amazing. Okay. Someone says, I have baby cavities. Tips to take care of them at home.
What, baby cavities?
Incipient decay.
Brush and floss. That's it. And then see your dentist.
See your dentist.
That's
I
it.
think you should see Joyce. So number one, I think when it comes to baby cavities is to make sure that you are being monitored by your dentist. Like some people go, oh, I have baby cavities. It's like, do you, or are you self-diagnosing? You have to be very, very diligent about going every year, because the only way for that cavity to be monitored is by x-rays a lot of times, because they're in between the teeth if it's a baby cavity or incipient cavity. And if you go 5 years without seeing a dentist, that baby cavity, who knows what has happened to it. So make sure that you have data to see how big it's getting. And then do it. If it's cross a line where it's not a baby cavity anymore, where it won't reverse, then get it done as soon as possible while it's small. But the other tip that I have is to put your fluoride toothpaste on your floss, and then make sure you really get that fluoride into the baby cavity area.
That's a great tip.
Thanks, Byron.
Mm-hmm. It's a good tip.
That's a tip that I picked up just by being on Instagram.
Instagram dentists are good dentists.
You think so? I think so. I'm doing the CDA presentation for, I don't know. They wanted me to talk about social media, and I didn't really know what to talk about. It's for new dentists specifically. And I made my presentation yesterday after asking Instagram, new dentists, please let me know what you want to know. But it's interesting because there are a lot of dental students that have a lot of followers or subscribers or whatever. However, I don't know if that necessarily means that they can convert patients, their followers into patients. And I think that's why the CDA wanted me to talk on social media, because if I were just here to go viral and grow subscribers or whatever, or grow followers, that would be a completely different strategy than what I'm doing right now, which is I want to be able to cultivate people who would be able to come into my office and like have me as their dentist. So I'm not just here to dance and be a monkey. Although I do that because it's fun, but I need to like put out a specific type of content so that people will come into the office. So that's what I'm talking about at the CDA. Ellie says Preston is the cutest. He's being so cute right now, is he not? Also wondering if you have any advice on managing mental health while going through dental school. Ooh, that's a good one. Byron, do you have any tips?
Drink alcohol.
Byron!
No? Okay.
No. Byron did that. Byron, like, he seems really boring.
I would say.
But he was out in the club popping bottles.
I would say maintain try to keep your life as balanced as you possibly can. So get exercise, eat healthy, sleep enough hours. If you can do those 3 things, you'll be fine.
Did you sleep enough hours when you were in dental school?
I didn't do either of those things. The only thing I did was exercise.
The only thing you did was pop bottles.
And exercise.
So I'm really different from Byron. So, and I'm not qualified to really say when it comes to mental health, but as someone who I do really value my mental health, I get therapy every month, even if like people are like, why are you getting therapy? I'm like, because I need to keep myself right. And when you're in dental school, it's even harder. I'm going to tell you, I was like legit depressed when I was in dental school. And it was because it was a series of things. When I was in dental school that last year, a lot of people failed part 2 boards. I remember. And it was like this huge thing. If you look up Dental Town, like everyone all over the place, they were failing part 2. And these are like really smart people too. And I was never like, top, where if I failed, I would have accepted that. I would have been like, okay, I failed part 2. But a lot of people were failing part 2. Anyways, the problem when you're in a 3-year program and you fail part 2 is that you've already been accepted into residency. And if you don't pass part 2 the second time around, then you don't get to graduate as a licensed dentist or like as a dentist. You don't get to graduate, and then you don't get to go to residency. So that was stressing me out. I legit went into a depression because of that. Sorry, we're trying to turn on the TV again for Preston. Anyways, I did not handle myself very well in dental school when it comes to my mental health. So I feel like I can't really like speak to that, but I did go running like every day. I would run I would run all the way to San Mateo from San Francisco and all the way back. And it just like was the only thing that helped me clear my mind is doing exercise or like running like crazy. I know I was crazy. I think I was just really imbalanced and on fumes in dental school. But know that it will pass. It will pass. Like I distinctly remember those times because I was so stressed and I was in such a different place in my mind. And then I was also so young. So it's taken me a long time to help me like just figure out what it takes for me to be happy. And school is just not my jam. If I had to go back to school, I would not even want to be a dentist anymore. If they told me go back to dental school, I'd be like, hell no, I'm not going to go back to dental school because I don't do well in a school environment. So I just had to chug through and get through it. And then there are different stresses on the other end, but it's for me, I think more manageable. And then I can start to like manage the other things in my life. Like, I don't know. When people want to hang out, I'm like, no, I'm going to do laundry because I want to stay home and hang out with Byron all the time. I don't know if that helped you at all, but that was me. Yeah, everyone's so different. Everyone's so different the way that they handle things and what they need when it comes to mental health.
Feet down. Okay.
But I do believe in like being proactive and making sure that you're good. And if you need to see a therapist, that does help too. And I wish therapy wasn't so expensive. I pay like out of pocket a lot per month for my therapy sessions. But it is one of those things that I don't miss. I schedule it, I don't miss it, and I go no matter what. Star says, hello, everyone. Hi. Welcome to the live. Oh, I have to plug this in. 1 second. Oh, man. How much did I drink so far, Byron?
We have that much left.
Good thing. So I did all my chores yesterday for this live.
Good for you.
All my laundry. Can I have more?
Sure.
Thank you.
Sure.
All right. Do you want another question?
Sure.
Well, there are a lot of people who just want to know about our relationship.
Okay. Well, I mean, what do we talk about?
Huh?
What do we talk about?
I don't know. One question I had for you, because I'm doing a sponsored thing with TheraBreath soon, is how would you, if I had really bad breath, how would you tell me that my breath stinks? I feel like that's a really sensitive topic.
Is it?
Yeah.
I would just say your breath stinks.
Oh, so you're super direct.
Yeah. I don't think
Oh, so that's our communication style, Byron.
Yes, it is.
What? How come you didn't know what your communication style was?
I didn't know that was the style.
But what if we had just started dating? That's where it's tricky.
Oh, I wouldn't say anything.
You wouldn't? So you would just endure my salami breath?
Well, if you had bad breath and we just started dating, I would call that a red flag.
Why?
Because that's not good.
Oh, so I'm not like brushing my teeth or something?
Yeah, that's what I think.
You know what? You can get bad breath for many reasons.
I mean, if you don't know you have bad breath, then you're in trouble.
Oh, so you think that someone should know that they have bad breath?
I think people have an idea if they have bad breath or not.
Interesting.
I think so.
Well, you know that you have bad breath?
I know. I don't care. I have bad breath now. I didn't before.
Well, I have a really bad sense of smell, so it's fine. Byron, oh my God. When he eats salami, I'm like...
What? Salami? Yeah. It's okay.
Everything else you eat, I'm fine. But like salami, I just cannot. It's just, it's so disgusting. I can smell it from like over there.
It's delicious.
And I don't think I have bad breath because I brush my teeth, I floss, I do like everything.
Yeah.
And I use TheraBreath. This is not sponsored, but like I legit think TheraBreath just works on bad breath.
I think it does.
Yeah. But no. Okay. So if I was dating Byron in the beginning and he had really bad breath, I also would just tell him like, dude, your breath really stinks. Because I'm also a very direct person. I actually don't really like when people are very, like they beat around the bush. It's not my communication style. I'm like, spit it out. What? What's wrong with me? Tell me. If you don't tell me that my breath stinks and my breath stinks, then I'd be like, that's not cool. Tell me so that I know so I can go fix it. I'm a fixer. Gosh, he ate so much.
Yeah, he's eating a lot right now.
He loves mamas.
I think he likes this, but he might eat this biscuit.
Dude, this is
Do you
so
want this
good.
biscuit, Preston? E, the letter E.
Anyways.
Okay.
Oh, no. Come over here. Oh.
Just have him go around this way.
Can you? Yeah.
Go.
Sorry. It is very hard when you have a little one because they need a lot of time or a lot of attention. Okay. Let me see.
These potatoes are good.
Someone's asking about what it takes. What do you think are qualities or whatever that you have to have in order to build a loyal patient base? I think that's a really good question.
Honesty.
I feel like yours are very, very loyal to you.
I think you just have to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I think my patients know me as a stand-up honest guy.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, which means you have to be patient with them and you have to be honest with them because they're not going to understand. What I realize is they're not going to understand 90% of the things you're talking about. So you have to spend time explaining things to them. And finally, and they'll get it eventually, but you have to be patient. And then also, I think they appreciate honesty because you're not perfect. So if things don't go well, you just have to be honest and say, hey, I think I may have I don't know how to explain it. Just be honest and patient. If you're honest and patient with your patients, they will be appreciative of you because I think most patients think dentists are shady. And to be fair, we're very expensive. So it's like, if you're asking them to spend that much money on you working on them, they want to know that the person that's working on them is an honest person and will do their very best to make sure the work is done well. They want to make sure their money is well spent.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think patients have very good bullshit meters.
yeah, dude.
They can tell if they're being sold to. They can tell if you are coming from a good place.
Yeah.
And I don't know why you're not that patient with me, but you're super patient with your patient.
You're not giving me money.
What?
You're not giving me money. They are.
Oh, okay. But I think Byron has run his practice in that way, like where he's like, I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
Tells me to do. I'm going to do it the way that I feel like needs to be done so that people get treatment the right way or the way that I think it needs to be, or at least like transparency when it comes to how things are run.
Yeah.
Hi, Preston. So for me, I'm in more of a cosmetic space, and I do run my practice like that where I spend time with my patients and really I try to like figure out what's going on with them. But what it really comes down to is like, let's say that I am doing a bonding on a front tooth or something like that. I have to be able to understand what the patient's trying to tell me and not take offense, because sometimes you like work so hard on something and they don't like it and it's just not what they had envisioned. I have to then figure out what it is that they're envisioning to try to like give them what they are wanting. And you can't have an ego with that. And you have to be like really like diligent about trying to like make that happen without making them feel like, really 90% of people like their front tooth this long. Like, what? You wanted it to be what shape? You can't make people feel like that because it's their tooth. They have to wear it. It's what they're envisioning. So I think just allowing patients to feel comfortable about what they want and letting them know that you're here for them and you're listening and you're not taking things personally, that I think makes a really, really big difference in this cosmetic space, which takes a lot of patience. Like my assistant was like, you are so patient. Like, cause sometimes it's as little as like that small little, like 0.1 millimeter, like that. And she's like, you are so patient. Like, I don't even know some of the changes that you're making at the time, but she's like, you just do it. And I'm like, that's the space that I chose to be in. I want to help people feel confident. And if I tell them what they need to, like what their teeth should look like, then they're not going to feel their most confident. I want to like listen and figure that out. So I think that's why I do well. But good job, Byron.
Oh, thank you.
Way to be a good dentist.
Oh my, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Anyway, we've been live for like almost an hour. Any final questions? I think we're almost done with all of our Instagram ones. Anyways, I want to say thank you to everyone that came to the live. Thank you for watching my vlogs. I'm so excited that you guys are watching my vlogs. I know like it's actually really hard to grow a vlogging channel because I mean like who really does care about your life? If you watched the episode that I just put up at 9 o'clock today, like it talks a little bit about how hard it is to be a dentist, like a working practice owner, and to also make time to do these things. And sometimes you just have to wonder if it's worth it or if it's helping anybody, because it's a lot of time and commitment. But if you guys are watching them, it makes me so happy. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and cheers. Cheers.
Happy Sunday. I hope your
Happy
Sunday.
I'm gonna go take a long nap now.
Wherever you are.
Oh yeah, Byron says, I hope you are having a good Sunday wherever you are. You know that every time I vlog Byron, I have to caption him because he doesn't talk loud. It's so annoying, Byron. Can you talk louder? Thanks, guys. Bye. Say bye, Preston.
Bye-bye.
No, he doesn't want to say bye. He wants to stay on live forever. Bye, Nisha, Nelly. Bye.
I'm gonna go change him. He pooped.